here. But as you can see, we are already live, so I will go back to it in a second. But we have first hit kicking off from Entropy, Ring coming in here, and he will be coming with the Hydra. Very strong strategy, and we are seeing this lately a lot. So we just need to set up a simple funnel to making easy pathing for the dragons.
Yeah, that's right. The Dragon Riders. That's what Ring likes to bring to this. With the Blimp. So the question is now, is he going to use that Blimp during the attack with the Warden ability? Is he going to delay it? He has clone and invisibility spells in his army camp, so maybe he's going to use the Blizzard behind the town, or maybe he's going to use those super minions to clone them and make them invisible to get out of the value, freezing the sweeper. But now it's all coming down to this Blimp.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Blimp made it and really nicely gonna clone the super minions. I think so that was Tornado Trap using the raid spell, and the goal is to clear that single Inferno and of course the Town Hall. We got the Town Hall down before the dragons were in the range, so that's worked very nicely. Now we have all the big group of the dragons moving towards that last Inferno, and we are sending the Royal Champion. We still have the Poison, which we're gonna be using the Poison on the spellies, or we will be saving that for all the traps, but also with that invisibility spell, I think so we have big chance that Entropy again gonna hit the first triple here.
Yeah, that's right. He has those couple of spells, but I feel like with those back-end approaches, it always depends on the traps. Like if there's now a lot of skeleton traps within that Tesla form, then this could be really bad for him. So far, nothing spotted. He's turning his Royal Champion invisible really early on. This elephant has to go down. There's the first skeleton trap. He's using the poison right away. But now he has a backhand, 2 Tesla and backhand, 2 Archer towers still left. And with only a couple of dragons, this might get tricky. But the Warden might clutch this.
Yeah, this looks like very close attack. He was really nice that he saved that poison, because we know usually there are traps around that scatter shot. But we have 53 seconds, so I don't think so we have to be, worried about the time. It's about, can these dragons, with the help from Warden, clear this last defensive? They are taking that Archer Tower as the dragons are targeting anything. They are not just focusing on the defenses, so they will go first for this Dark Drill and the Elixir Collector. And we have the Electro Owl with the Warden trying to take down some defenses too.
Yeah, maybe there's some Black Mines to prevent maybe a Blimp or something. But maybe those traps are already triggered. There's only this one Tesla, and this Tesla is going down. This means no defenses are left, and time should be no problems either. This means Entropy are starting off strong versus Queen Walker Stephanie and getting their first 3-star on the board. And this means now, we have talked about this always, and love to bring this up with like this first versus second attack discussion, like what teams prefer better. And I feel like as long as Entropy is keeping up the pressure, that will give Queen Walkers even more pressure to handle, because as we discussed already earlier in the break, that Queen Walkers really are fan favorites. They're so well known within the community, so everyone is believing into them. Everyone believes that they are going to get this golden ticket, so they will have some extra pressure on them to handle and to deal with.
Exactly, but Entropy really have good start, just hitting, not just a 3-star, but they hit a triple against the Queen Walkers, and we just saw that in the previous war, how important is have good start, that momentum is growing, and Entropy can be happy about this. But now we have Gaku coming in, and looks like we'll be coming with the dragons again. I saw Gaku lately using the Queen Charge dragons, doing a really great job with this strategy. As you can see, deploying that Queen, finding the early Tesla farm, but immediately went with the raid spell and deploying few balls to help the Queen here. We are opening the wall, so that means the Queen can now reach the Eagle too.
Yeah, we see this quite often with a Bat Spell tanking an air defense and then a couple of loons sniping that air defense, which is getting used quite a bit, especially around that Town Hall, to prevent possible Black Mines hitting that Blimp, because this means the most important defense at this point should go down with this safety Blimp. This means there is some goblins, there is some minions in there, and there's some sneaky goblins in there, which should make sure that this Town Hall goes down, and exactly that is going to happen. with the Queen Charge going so far beautifully for Gaku.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little bit scared because that queen health went down pretty quickly, especially when we hit that giant bomb. But Gaku is doing a great job. Now he was forced to use the queen ability as we are fighting the enemy king here, using the wooden ability on the dragons and the loons on the top side. Of course, it pulls enemy CCs of the poison on the super minions, but his dragons now most of them are outside of the base, so the RC is stepping in, trying to help us with that multi-inferno. But there is the problem. We still have to deal with the rest of the enemy CC. I like the pathing for the queen here. As we open the wall, she can now go for that scatter shot. RC with the shield, boom, boom, boom. Invisibility spell on her, but single inferno now. Lock on the dragons too.
Yeah, that's right. That single inferno tower is really deadly versus those dragons. The freeze is in, but the dragon still going down. The warden positioning over to support that king. The warden caught inside that tornado trap. Inferno tower finally going down, but the question now is, in this 1 minute, is he going to able to clean this up? That's the big question, because the king is trying to do his best to finish this off, but it feels like the queen has to go through quite a few walls to reach the gold storage and the expo.
That king was amazing. Like, he got the inferno with the warden help. I didn't really feel that dragons clear a lot, so that king really was helping with this attack. But yeah, you said we have 32 seconds left. We have storage on the right and the left side, and plus we have to go for the X-bow. Really depends if the queen will decide to try to break like a million walls, but this one looks like we will get a shot here with the time, and probably will be first defense for Entropy too.
That's right. The rage in the end plays, but he knows this is not going to change anything anymore. And this means the first defense is in 98%. In the end, any defense, I think, in the current meta, especially if you're facing a team like Queen Walkers, is nicely taken. I think every base builder is going to be happy about any of those defenses. So now it's back to Entropy, and we might see something similar happening as in our first match, where the first attacking team is really getting the momentum, really building up the pressure, and the second attacking team really always have to like run behind, because they cannot really win anymore on their own. They have to get the defense, they have to really make sure that their defense is holding, and well, at least after the first match, there's a small lead for Entropy. Question is, can they carry this now even furthermore into the second rotation of attacks?
Exactly, I just still looking at the Gaku hit, like the king and the queen really tried their best. It got so close, really needed few more seconds. But Entropy gonna be very happy about it, because even that was very high percent 2-star, it is how you say defense. We have Lelantos coming in here, and we are back with the air. We're going here with the queen charge Dragon Riders. We were using the Blimp here. If I think correctly, there are Yetis in the Blimp, not using the raid spell. The Yeti Mind should be able to take down that multi-inferno, and we are using the lighting spell, go for the second inferno. So I would say very nice value. We have to have a ready headhunter to help the queen with the enemy king, and looks like we will be pathing towards the town hall too.
Yeah, that's nice. Really nicely highlighted from the spectator there with the Expo, that the Expo was very not in range, and because this entire attack is based on lightnings, every rage counts, because he had to use the lightnings to take care of the single inferno tower, which was in that second row. So this means even less spells for the entire queen shard. Super minions are coming out, and with that being said, only one rage, 2 freezes, and 1 invisibility spell is left to place, and everything else, those Dragon Riders, the King, and the remaining heroes, they have to carry this now.
I'm a little bit worried about the queen. We are trying to funnel with the loons on that arch tower. Let's hope the queen should go in here, and while you're trying to take down the town hall with the queen charge, stepping in here with the king. King going outside of the base. He kind of ignored that scatter shot, but we have very smart Dragon Rider to trying. Now the second one trying to help as well. Royal Champion is on the eagle, but I would say not many spells left. He's still gonna be holding on the 2 freeze and invisibility spell, but the Tesla farm, enemy queen, scatter shot at back look very scary too.
Yeah, that's right. That defending queen, in combination with the Tesla form, And in combination with that own queen really taken care of, like this queen is now dead. He's turning the Royal Gem invisible. This attack is falling short really quickly. That means that should be the first defense for Queen Walker 70. We have talked about they need the defense as well. And so far it seems like that they base builders are delivering nicely.
Yeah, I'm sure Queen Walkers, like other teams, were preparing for this stage, you know, practicing and getting base ready. But this is really a big defense for the Queen Walkers, because right now we are looking at the 79%. We still have some of the minions alive, like 30 seconds left. Let's see if we can hit something above 80%, but because this one is defense and will be less percent that hit from Gaku, is actually opening a door for the Queen Walkers to take the lead back.
That's right, they have to get that next attack in successfully, otherwise the lead would be still in Entropy favor. And that's the thing. For now, it finishes on 80% 2-star. That's not a high percentage, especially considering that the 2-star attack from Queen Walkers was on 98%, so 18% more than the attack from Entropy, and that is already a really huge win condition, because if they're finishing on the same star count, this huge percentage lead might be a big game changer. So far, things are looking pretty decent for Queen Walkers if they can now deliver that next attack and make it successful.
Exactly, if they can hit the 3-star, we know Queen Walkers are very strong, but it's, you know, Entropy very well. So what do you think they have to do to beat clan like the Queen Walkers? What is in their mind right now? We saw that beautiful 3-star, now we hit 80% 2-star. What do you think?
I think they have to really play their own game and not really look too much at Queen Walkers, especially I feel like do not be too afraid of getting baited. I feel like this was really an out-of-the-box plan with using a Queen Charge Zap attack, which sometimes can work, but often they're quite risky because even you saw it, they're running low on power on the back end. Now we have the next attack in for Queen Walker 70. MS Stars is in, and this means it's going to be a lalo, it's going to be a scary donut. That's what he's coming in with. Clan Castle and Inferno Tower, that is his goal.
Wow, yeah, we know that Stars is amazing with the lalo, and he's starting with that skeleton, a bad donut. Very nice value. Like, we're going for that Clan Castle and Inferno. I love to watch this strategy. It is a little bit risky because one mistake with that invisibility spell and everything can go wrong, and after you have to kind of try to recover and still hoping that you can freeze Stars. So very strong start from Stars, and now he's coming in here with the hero died, so he's opening the wall and hoping that the king can get the temple down. We are deploying that king and the real champion on the bottom side. We have the strategy. Musa, we are finding some traps as well, so we have few ground skellies using that poison to slow down the queen and also freeze, because we really need help and making sure this compartment will be clear.
Yeah, the freeze going down, and he's unfortunately missing that scatter or the warden. I think he tried to freeze everything together, which was not possible, and then he throws in between of everything. But the Lalo has just started, and we know Stars, he's one of the, if not the best Lalo attacker in the world, and he can save crazy attacks even if the entry is not going wrong, not going right. But I feel like everything what he wanted, he got that done with this opening. Now it's all about the Lalo. So far, the vulnerability is covering a beautiful part of his Lalo, with now the Slammer and the remaining loons approaching that back and scatter.
Yeah, it is a little bit awkward fighting here, but I really like that the act with the Headhunter, they actually trigger the tornado trap, so that means the loons don't have to deal with it. We still have Slammer with that big group of the loons, and we actually will be ending on the single Inferno. And if Stars gonna finish here and hit the 3-star, that's actually a table change, and that means the Queen Walkers will take the lead back from Entropy after 2 attacks. Just now, just look at how many loons. That Slammer is still up. Stars is amazing Lalo attacker, and he just proved it too.
Yeah, what a beautiful attack. And this is always those attacks where you think, okay, Lalo looks so easy, I should play that as well. And then when you're trying it as well, then you're getting back to reality and knowing, wait a second, that's not as easy as players as Stars are making this look like. So really nicely done from him. And this means Queen Walker's back on top, and Entropy really now need to deliver. That's exactly now the way turned around, where the first attacking team has to make sure that they're staying at least close, because otherwise the second attacking team, in this case Queen Walkers, know already with their last attack, do we need like a 2-star 90%? Do we need like a 2-star 80%? Do we have to go for the 3-star? This is such a huge advantage if you have the possible lead with that last attack, and so far it looks good for them. We have said the same thing for Entropy after the first round of attacks, so now it's back to them to prove us wrong and maybe get the lead back.
Yeah, anything can happen. Like, we have still many attacks left. We are even on stars here. It is just a person lead here. Leo coming in here, and looks like we will be again back with the Lalo, coming with the Queen Charge Lalo here. And we are going against Andrew 3 base here, Itsu.
Yeah, we have some... I'm trying to remember. I think Gaku built some similar base on his stream. I just remember that he tried to build some bases in his stream, and I think it looks at least a little bit similar to what he built there, because he built a diamond base as well. So you should for sure check his stream out when he is on Twitch, and building bases live and everything looks really cool, or doing his legend attacks. But back to the attack, Leo is in with those Queen Charge attacks, and he's playing this strategy as well in Legends with pretty good success around the 6,000 trophy mark, so not too low, trying to charge into this channel, with most likely then breaking into the Queen compartment and the multi-front tower compartment to be able to reach everything. And there's the wall breaker going. Oh, those Loon!
Wow, very nice value here, and look at that super wall breaker. So Queen actually also has the access for that Inferno, and if she actually will go inside that compartment, she can still keep patting towards that scatter shot. I have to say, this one was amazing funnel to get the Queen there, and that wall breaker was awesome as well. Right now we have these two multis, so the Queen can handle it. She's going correct way. She's even triggering the tornado trap, so that's a little bit worried me. Will she start moving towards the town hall?
No, the worst thing ever happened. The Eagle is onto the healers. They're shooting on, oh no, one red mine or the Inferno Tower, and those healers are gone. This is not looking good for Leo at this point. Queen went wrong as well. She's not getting the value she was supposed to in the core. Instead, now she's stepping into the Town of Poison. She's luring those healers into the Town of Poison, into the multi-Inferno Tower as well. And things went from really good looking to really bad for him in this attack. And Tornado Trap was just a huge game changer. The Slammer coming in with that Royal Gem. There's just too much base left, it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. That tornado was amazing, like pushing the Queen going wrong way. He tried to save it because he started a Lalo earlier to push the Queen back, but sadly it didn't work. Royal Champion went with the shield here. Still have two multis. We are using the invisibility spell, but RC coming outside of the invisibility spell. Now she is back. We have one Dragon Rider to helping her. We are deploying some of the loons. Do we have the chance here? RC is taking down that Warden. No, she needed two more hits, Itsu.
Oh no, that Warden. And the Warden now go down from the minions, but this Beater Hut is trying to repair it. The Queen going down versus the Mortar, and this means this Warden staying alive is the game changer for Gaku on defense on this one. It was a beautiful try to somehow save this attack, but it was just not possible. This one Tornado Trap, complete game changer on this Queen Charge, and this means Leo falling short, 91% 2-star. But again, that's a really solid defense for Queen Walkers, especially considering that they have already the percentage lead. Now it's back again to them. If they're 3-star now, they have percentage and star lead, and that would be incredible after just 3 attacks.
Exactly, like, it's just showing, like, that one tornado, that one trap can change the attack here. I have to give Leo respect there. Like, he really tried to recover that. It was looking so close that he actually can hit the 3-star, that Royal Champion almost got the Warden, but sadly wasn't enough. I even saw the archers hitting that Warden, it just wasn't enough. So very nice try from Leo. But how you say, it's Queen Walkers have now a really strong lead here.
Yeah, they're looking really good in this current position, but again, they need to make use of that. if they would be able to get the next 3-star, this would be a prime position to go into the last 4 attacks of this match. This is what they would look for. And we have Kazuma in with the Queen Charge Lalo. Bringing again a couple of Super Barbarians, but he has Sneaky Goblins in his army composition as well. Which means no Super Wall Breakers. That's typically what we see a lot from those pros. But with using Super Barbarians and Sneaky Goblins, this means no room for those Super Wall Breakers, and he just wants to charge the entire base without breaking the base at all.
Yeah, but we are bringing that log launcher, so probably log launcher gonna be opening some walls. A nice Kokoloon, finding that Seeking Airmine, the Kazuma lately, like showing some amazing attacks. I saw some when something went wrong, and he was able to still bring the 3-star. So very excited for this hit to watch. So it's simple, just fighting the enemy king here. So the queen is fine. We pull some of the CC with that loon, but it looks like that lava still gonna be inside the enemy clan castle. And we will see what we will be doing next. Alright, so the rest of the CC coming out. Alright, poison, queen gonna be log on it. I'm just curious if we're gonna deploy the king here for that scatter shot. Looks like that is too.
Yeah, the lock launcher now coming in, but lock launcher. Wait, I'm just so confused right now. I feel like the queen was not supposed to walk into this compartment. Based on how he's using the lock launcher, it feels like the queen was supposed to go into the eagle compartment and walk this entire side, because he's right now really trying to push this queen back, but it's not working. The queen is not going on this wall, which she's supposed to. Now he needs to save this. Now he needs to somehow save this, already investing the siege. 3 of those 4 heroes. Now it's all about that town hall, with trying to take that out next.
Yeah, I think so. You are really right here. Like, wow, that single Inferno, that log launcher, got the first one and almost got the second one. Like, that single Inferno is so low health. I was hoping if the Yeti Mites can reach it, but now that can be problem. We are starting with the Lalo. Actually, his king is still keep going. Single Inferno went down thanks to the Royal Champion and the loons. Wooden ability use, using this haste, pushing these loons away from the poison. Queen still has the ability and also healer. So even that the queen went the wrong way, I think so there is chance that he can recover. I really like that the raid spell and the free spell in that corner at the 9 o'clock. Me too.
Yeah, and what an impressive recovery. I would love to have like an interview after this attack with him, because I really don't think this was planned. I mean, this attack feels like completely improvised, but Kazuma making things look easy with that Lalo into the town hall. Nicely using the lava hound to trigger the tornado trap behind the town hall. Really make sure that those loons can move through the town hall without any problems, with using a nice haste over there. Nicely done. And that means now the really one-sided lead for Queen Walkers. And it's back to Entropy to make this match close. It's up to them to really get the next 3-star in, and up to Queen Walkers to kind of mess up.
Yeah, it's just like I still are in shock from Kazuma, because we actually end on the eagle, you know, the eagle was up all raid, and he's like challenging Klaus and stars, you know, because Kazuma is new to the Queen Walkers. But look at his attack, the recovery was amazing. But it is time for the Entropy. I think so it is adding more pressure, but the good news, this one is much in the top bracket, so even if something will go wrong, they're still gonna get a second shot. But still focusing on these final attacks, keep hitting the 3-stars. How you say, we never know, maybe Queen Walker's gonna make the mistake without some 1-star, or anything can happen. So Bully coming in here, Itsu.
Yeah, Bully is in, and that is going to be a mass Dragon Rider attack. Okay, I did not expect that one. We have 7 Lightnings and 7 Dragon Riders. Okay, okay. I kind of want to see what, I mean, he's going to lightning the Scatter and Expo, right? No, he's lightning behind the Town Hall to make sure that this Flame Flinger can take down the Town Hall, and is giving her Flame Flinger all the time. No, he's using the heroes for the Town Hall. I mean, I'm just confused at this point what exactly he is trying to get and where the Flame Flinger is coming in.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Like we are sending the or using the 7 Dragon Riders without that Inferno behind the Town Hall, and we coming with the Queen. It looks like the plan with the Queen is to take down the Town Hall. Now the Royal Champion will be joining the King on the top side. You can see that King ability was already used, so RC is alone there. I don't know if the Queen can do it. We use the invisibility spell, but she is being distracted by the buildings around, so he has to invest another spells here, pulling the CC and still waiting for that flame flinger too.
Yeah, waiting for the flame finger. I guess he's going to switch that maybe to a slammer or something, because at this stage, after like 1 minute already into the attack, I highly doubt that this is going to be a flame flinger attack. We have now the loons in, Dragon Riders are in as well, and this means now they have to carry. And so far, still no switch in the now he switched to the slammer, and he's coming in from the far right side, right into that air defense.
Yeah, this is looking rough here, because like we're gonna have the Eagle again up for a long time. I still see the enemy Royal Champion alive. I don't see if we have any headhunters for her. Looks like we're going here with the skeleton spell, because we know the Dragon Riders are not targeting the heroes or any other buildings. They're just going for the defenses. These Dragon Riders are picking up all these seeking air mines, so we are down to them, like I think so only 2 of them. Eagle now coming down. We have enemy lava here as well. I'm not sure it's too.
Yeah, this attack really quickly falls short, and the value which he got with that lightning, I am not sure. He used the lightning, if I remember correctly, for the Inferno Tower and for a ground expo, which I could fully understand if the follow-up would be the Flame Flinger for the Town Hall. But sending his heroes in after that, I am not sure. I mean, it was meant to be for pathing, but I just feel like it was not enough value just for pathing, investing so many lightnings. And the end just paid not off. And this is another defense for Queen Walkers, and we really see that some of those teams shining with their base building. We have seen now Chasmac with their box bases doing incredible work on defense. At the same time, we see now Queen Walker Stephanie with a really solid defense as well versus Entropy.
Yeah, exactly. And we are talking about other teams. I have chance to look at some stats. We were talking about Chasmac. Chasmac actually is now facing Blind Esport, and looks like the Blind Esport has the percent lead against them. RPG doing a really great job already with the 3 triples there, and they also good like 1-star defense.
Yeah, some of those teams are really shining at the moment. I'm looking forward to see the updated bracket after that match to see all of those other results, because we have still so many matches happening at the same time. But don't worry, we're going to keep you updated. We're going to have like a small discussion then with Carbon after that match. But for now, Queen Walkers are in the lead, and they're up next. They can really make this match now their match with having another 3-star. And we should have the man, the myth, the legend next. Klaus should hit next for Queen Walkers. I'm looking forward to see if he's going crazy mode or not. And let's take a look at the army. It is going to be 30 loons and quite a lot of different spells with 5 freezes.
Yeah, he really loved to bring the heal spell for the Lalo lately. So I think Klaus is really good with the Lalo, like, you know, like hero dive, and after just smashing with the Lalo here. So we are starting here with just small funnel. Looks like we are using the bowler here to clearing that bottom side. There is some action on the top using the rocket balloons to snipe that air defense, and we are using is that the lock launcher? We'll see. So far just funnel. King is now coming in. Where is that air defense and also the eagle? We have ground expo targeting for a king, now sending that headhunter as we have to fight the enemy king, and the queen is stepping in. She should start batting towards at 9 o'clock. She can get very nice value because there is the enemy queen and also the scattershot too.
Yeah, the scatter, but the lock launcher is down as well to take down this multi-inferno tower, while the queen is on her way to the scatter, as you said. Defending queen has to be taken care of as well. He is having the logs rolling, but now there is this assassin lava hound onto the lock launcher. The question is the Inferno Tower going down? And yes, it's going down, the same as the scatter.
Nice job with that RC shield, boom, 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 clearing these Teslas. That log launcher was able to clear that core, but sadly now, I wish these Yetis were patting towards that single Inferno. We cleared like 40% of the base, so that means there is still a lot of work for the Lalo, but when we look at the bar, we are bringing quite a lot of spells, so we are just using that haste spell to fixing the patting on the left side, wooden ability catching all these loons which were over the town hall, taking down the second Inferno. I'm probably gonna be healing front of that multi-Inferno, starting with the rest of the loans, going clear that 3 o'clock corner itself.
That's right. With that Lalo coming in and not that much splash left, but this multi-Inferno Tower is really looking like a big threat. Another freeze. He has so many freezes, as we have said in the beginning, but still he has to get this Inferno Tower out of the way. Multi-Inferno Tower is staying alive and keep going at those loons. Another freeze invested, which means no spells left at this stage. And the Warden going down soon as well, because there is no hit points, and those loons are now missing a lot of hit points from the Warden aura.
I'm not very worried because these loons are dropping in front of the multi-Inferno. Alright, they were able to get it. Now we have 20 seconds. We have still enemy lava. I'm really curious if these minions gonna split. Are we gonna have enough minions on the storages? Luckily that gold storage is not full health. We are on 8 seconds left. Loot and the minions together taking down the last building, and it is another 3-star for Queen Walker Stephanie. You know what I noticed? Like he always bring like 3-4 headhunters, barely using them. Even just now, like he sent them like almost like last second of it. So can you tell us how important are the headhunters? Are they worth it to bring them, or you know? Are you risking with the skeleton spell, or just hoping that some of the troops gonna attack the enemy heroes?
I mean, I had a huge discussion with Maxi about this at some point, and he's a huge fan of the cleanup headhunter. So who knows? Maybe Klaus likes to use them as cleanup as well. But overall, it's a solid cleanup troop because it can jump over walls. Not really dealing the most damage, I guess, but it's nice to have them. I mean, so far it has worked out great because only 2% are missing for Queen Walkers to be perfect in this match. They had 198, otherwise so far only 3 stars. And it's back to Entropy, who tried to get their second 3-star on the board, and they're back to Dragons and Dragon Riders. It seems like, again, another clone super minion blimp, if I'm correct.
Yeah, exactly. Even that Entropy looks like they're not gonna get a win here for the Queen Walkers. It's still very important to keep adding the 3-star because it's also boosting the confidence for the players, you know. They will have to now move to the lower bracket and they have to go with the good mind, you know, like we can do it, but let's see, was that enough value here? So we got the town hall down, we were actually doing the blizzard here and we cleared few defenses around. If I'm correct, we also took down the enemy queen, and not just we took down the town hall, but also setting up a pathing for the dragons. King and the queen is now panneling the left side. We don't have to fight that first sweeper and freezing that freezing the air defense too.
Yeah, freezing the air defense, trying to push those dragons through into the core to give them all the opportunity to carry this attack. The queen is pushing them back into this, but the sweeper looking quite annoying. The warden ability is in, and that warden ability was beautiful, catching all of those dragons. This sweeper is really pushing them away from this backhand. Now the black mines and red mines are hitting, and into the splash of the scatter, those dragons are just disappearing one by one so quickly.
Yeah, both scatter shot hitting that. He's like trying to use the invisibility spell, trying to take care of that one scatter. Like he already have Royal Champion on the Eagle, but in this stage we have like 2 free spell. Of course we have the enemy Royal Champion still alive, so he decided to freeze that enemy RC and letting the dragon to deal with her. That's gonna be huge help for his Royal Champion. So 1 minute left, RC with the shielder, boom boom boom, sniping that archer tower. X-bow is almost gone, that cannon is like 1 hit. Really depends how many traps gonna be around that scatter. I think so we will be short here, Itsu.
Yeah, we will be short on this one as well. So far, Entropy really struggling. They're finishing on 11 stars, it seems like, while Queen Walkers are already on those 11 stars with only 4 attacks. So really not the showing Entropy was hoping for. But as we have said earlier, those teams have a second chance. They have like a second life in this tournament with the lower bracket. And this means they can try to stay in this tournament. But Queen Walkers stay in the upper bracket. This means they are 1 match away from qualifying already in the top 8. Because those teams in the upper bracket have to win 3 matches. And they are guaranteed already in the next stage. That's what those teams are going for. And that's exactly what Queen Walkers, Stephanie, I think, were expecting from themselves and hoping for when they were entering this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And now, like, even when we look at the first attack, Gaku, that was 98% downfall. So if you will hit a 3-star, you know, we were like almost close from a perfect board. When we look at the first round, I was saying there was so many wars, which teams were hitting 14 stars like minimum, and I still lost the war, you know. I really start to think that you really have to hit the stars, you know, because you kind of not gonna have chance against the opposite teams here.
Yeah, I'm trying to sneak in as well. I guess Carbon is going to let us know more in after the match, but I'm already kind of like looking into the other matches already reported. You have mentioned them already earlier. They're looking really good. Tompina so far 4 out of 4 as well. So you have mentioned Tompina earlier that you're looking forward for them to have this chance of staying inside this in the lower bracket. And with being 4 out of 4, it's looking good for them. But back to this match, Utah is in. Queen George, Dragon Rider in this one. And so far, the Flame Flinger is selected. That's always something which I like to see.
Yeah, definitely. So now we will looks like going for, with the Queen Charge for the Town Hall. We have the multi-inferno, single inferno behind that Flame Flinger. I like it because you can really start at Flame Flinger early and just making sure that there are no traps and letting hitting these defenses. But the main goal is the Eagle. Queen pulling the CC. So we have the rocket balloons and the super minions. As you can see, we had to use the Queen ability to be able to keep her alive. Now, which way the Queen going? Itsu.
Yeah, he's trying to get that Expo out of the way with breaking into that compartment, opening the tunnel though as well. There's now the Tornado Trap rotating that Queen a little bit further into the direction of the damage. Now is activated, he needs to use the invisibility to keep his healer safe. And so far it's really relying on the pathing of the Queen now because she's most likely about to enter that Singer Inferno Tower. He has a lot of spells left, but he needs to make sure that this Queen is staying alive. And so far it seems like the Queen, oh no, is skipping completely that Singer Inferno Tower.
He was using the invisibility spell to push the Queen, but yeah, now she's outside of the range, but she was so low health and we already used the Queen ability, so we weren't able to save it. The Flame Flinger popped, so we have the Dragon Rider now trying to take care of the Eagle. Dragons are pushing for the multi-inferno, but they are fighting the Sweeper, so not easy for them. So he's using the Raid spell and again freezing that multi. We have still a bunch of the spells. Now I'm just looking for the King. Looks like the King will try to clear the 9 o'clock corner. We have the Scattershot, Air Defense, enemy Queen there, even the Royal Champion joining. Very interesting. We decide to go with the King and the Royal Champion like quite late. It's
really delaying things, but at this point it's all about just getting, I mean, he just needed the 1-star if you're completely honest. So this is always the faith for the last attacker of a team. Sometimes you just have to do the work which you're in just to secure the win, getting those safe 2-stars, getting the safe 1-star if you want to call it. So this one is falling short. It really still depends if there's any traps with the Royal Champion. Ability now getting used, but the Singer Inferno Tower might be the big game changer.
Oh my god, that Arcee actually got a single Inferno. Are you serious? He still will hit the 3-star Utah, the Royal Champion. Seriously, hero. And that's mean Kmimokers are hitting the 14 stars. I still cannot believe that Royal Champion actually saved this attack, and Kmimokers, like, they hit the perfect war the previous round. This time they're going with the 14 star, and you said they're gonna have one more war in the top